the previous video, you learned how to create a new project. In this step, we will add new stakeholders to our newly created project, Smart Vineyards. A project can have multiple stakeholders. You can freely edit, delete, or add new stakeholders to each of your projects. Let's click on the Add Stakeholders button. The Smart Vineyards project has two stakeholders, winemaker and municipality. Let's add one of them. Here you can choose a name and a description for specific stakeholders. Each stakeholder has its own inputs and outputs. An input is what the stakeholder will contribute to the project, such as initial costs for sensors and training for use of IoT technology and sensors. Inputs also have different frequencies, initial or yearly. Let's add these new inputs to our project. Under Input Value, we will add the cost for sensors. Make sure to add a sufficient description as well. This input is initial. Finally, click Add Input. As mentioned before, another possible input would be training for use of IoT technology and sensors. For this input, let's add 800 euros. The project also has some yearly costs such as electricity, internet, and all the equipment maintenance. Let's add those as well. Every project and added input has its own outputs as well. Your project goal is to maximize your outputs so that the outputs outweigh the inputs. More about project outputs in the next lesson. If we return to the specific project page, we can see all our inputs and outputs given to each stakeholder. This project has another stakeholder, municipality. Let's add it. We will also add an input to our newly added stakeholder. This stakeholder's yearly input is 5 hectares of vineyards. Now that we've added all our stakeholders, let's move on to adding outputs. More in the next video.